Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. All right, now look. So for this one, I want y'all to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all my portion of understanding afterwards, but I'm gonna let y'all hear what this man got to say first. His name is Dees Media on YouTube. DEES Media. It's him. So I'm gonna let you listen to it, and we're gonna go from there.
Shout out my nigga from Dees Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy Dees Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about Lil Durk getting feet and paws put on him in jail, man, and allegedly getting his dreads cut and his commissary took. Let's jump straight into it.
Hello?
Hello.
What's good, babe?
Hey, babe.
Yo, you wouldn't believe locked up with Lil Durk.
Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah. They done beat this and caught him out the cell. Done pulled his hair out. He walking around patched up.
No.
I'm patched up crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Now that's about it on that. After that, the guy Dees Media, he going to his portion of understanding. Basically, he giving his opinion about what he got to say about it. If you want to see what he got to say, go to his page, DEES Media, Dees Media. All right. Now let me give y'all my portion of understanding of this situation. I'm gonna break it down real simple. I'm going with 70-30 on this situation, right? I'm gonna say 70% of it is cap. The other 30% might be real. All right. So let's start with the 70% of why I say I think it's cap. Okay. The 70% that I come up with is because you got top bloggers like the 1090 Jakes, the DJ Vlads, the Cam Capones, the No Jumpers, the Trenches News, the Truth Tellers. You know what I'm saying? You got these type of big bloggers that report on people like Lil Durk daily, especially Lil Durk himself. And ain't none of these bloggers came out with this type of information. You know, so I call it 70% cap because of that. And I say that because those type of big influencers, they usually have real close sources that'll tell them what's going on. That's why they so big, because they get the information first. Ain't none of them came out and said nothing. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Dees Media. Again, if you listen to him, he say he think it's fake himself. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's being put out there. As y'all can see in the video, it was a guy named Slime Richie that said this. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, he is in the California jail with Lil Durk. And he called home and he told his girl or whoever it was he was talking to that Lil Durk in there getting beat up. He getting his commissary took from him. They cut his dreads out his hair. He walking around patched up. This is the word that's being put out there, right? So, like I said, I call 70% cap because I haven't seen none of these big time bloggers come out and say anything about it. That is great content for those type of people because they have a lot of people watching them. So as soon as they drop something big like that, some violence against Lil Durk while he's in jail, they're going to report on that instantly. Dees Media, he dropped this video literally a day ago. You know what I'm saying? So it done been all over the social sites for a whole day now. I don't follow him. I never even heard of him. He just came across my feed today. I watched the video, and here I am giving y'all my angle of it, right? So like I said, the 70% that I'm going with is cap because those big bloggers haven't came out and said anything. Maybe they haven't heard the word yet. Maybe. But I call that cap because I'm pretty sure they would have heard it. All right? Now, let's get into the 30%. Even though the 30% is a lot smaller than the 70%, But this 30% is a lot more crucial. The 70% that I just mentioned was only because of big bloggers haven't said anything, right? That's the only reason why I went that way. But the 30%, this can be a lot more accurate. Even though this percentage is a lot smaller, it could be a lot more accurate, okay? So, with the 30%, what you got to understand is when you go to jail, you in a whole nother world. It's nothing like the outside world. To anybody that never been to jail / prison, you wouldn't understand it only if you went there. Jail is a human cage. Just like how animals got to be caged up, jail is a human cage. That's just what it is. So, with that being said, you got a lot of gorillas in there. You know what I'm saying? Real life human gorillas. People that you don't see out here on the streets, they in there. And they in there for a reason. They real life fucking gorillas. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of people will knock your head off just to say that they did it. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can have that on their resume. Like, I whooped his ass. I knocked him out. I pulled his pants down while he was knocked out. And we go from there. It's guys in jail / prison like that. A lot of them. And when you go to jail, it ain't no separation. It ain't no, oh, you a GD, you a Blood, you a Vice Lord, you a Crip. So we gonna put you over here. We gonna put you over there. We gonna put you over here with your boys. We gonna put you over there with them boys. No. Jail is a fucking jungle. Everybody get thrown into this one space. And this is how you got to jail with all of these different people. You want to know another thing about the 30% that I'm getting at with this? When you in jail, just say like me and you in there, right? And we in there kicking it. Just say you been in there for a few years, fighting. Just say you in the county jail, been in there for a few years fighting your case. I just came in there, right? Me and you get to talking. I could be like, hey, look, I just came from the world. Things is like this, boom, boom, boom. When you go to jail, they call the outside the world. Because in there, you just caged up. You know what I'm saying? So it's called the world when you are in jail. This is my whole point. It's a big difference between the inside and the outside. We don't know all the details of what's going on the inside. The only way you would truly know is if you are in there. So the only people that know if this is really true is the people that's in there. That's just the truth in reality. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing with this 30%, you are a target. Anytime you go to jail / prison, regardless if you don't have no name, no reputation to you a Lil Durk or R. Kelly or a P. Diddy. You can be down here or you could be way up there. No matter what scale you on, you are a target in jail. That's just how jail works. That's why a lot of times you got to come in there ready to fight because it'll just go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing I've been seeing people in the guys D's media comments, they've been saying that there's no GDs in California. Yeah, it might not be no GDs walking around Cali streets claiming GDs and all of that type of shit, but in the Cali jails, Cali prisons, you could please believe it's GDs in there. It's GDs, Vice Lords, Bloods, and Crips all across the country, all across the world. This is a worldwide thing. This is not a Chicago thing, not a LA thing, not a Memphis, Tennessee thing, not an Alabama thing, not a Detroit thing, not a Philadelphia thing, not a New York thing. This is all across the country. So you could please believe he is in there with some GDs. He in there with some Vice Lords. He in there with some Crips. He in there with some Bloods. He in there with all of them. And the thing with that is, I'm going to give you a little scenario on how that can happen. It could have been just say 5 GDs in the car on their way to Cali to, go pick up some drugs, drop off some drugs, whatever the case is. By the time they get out there, the hook get on their ass, take them to jail. Now you got these 5 GDs in the California jail. It happens like that. So for the people that's saying that it ain't no GDs in Cali, it's like you ain't never been to jail. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've been to jail, you know it's GDs in every fucking prison all across the country. GDs, Vice Lords, Bloods, Crips. It's all of them in all fucking prisons. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, on the streets walking around, yeah, it might not be. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing on the streets is you know what areas, what hoods, what blocks, who claim what, who do what. But in jail, you don't know. Everybody is in there wearing the same outfit. It ain't no colors, no flags, or none of that shit in jail. It's one piece, well, not a one piece, but it's a shirt and pants that you wear in jail. That's all it is. And they all the same color. Y'all all wearing the same color. So when you step into that jail, you don't know who is a GD or a Crip or a Vice Lord or a Blood. You don't know. You don't know. That's just the truth in reality. So his own bunkie could be a GD. His own bunkie could be an ex-GD. His own bunkie could be a Crip. Do you know that a lot of Crips and GDs rotate together? When you get the pitchfork and you get the C and you put them together, it's called 8-ball. Just like that. It makes an 8. It's called 8-balling. So even if it ain't no GDs in there, it could be some Crips in there that 8-ball with the GDs that probably got on his ass. If this is true. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. But the message said that Dirk in there getting his commissary took. He got his dreads cut out. He getting beat up. And at the end of it say like on Tuka grave or something. Now we all know that's GD slang. So evidently it might be some GDs in there with him. More than likely it is. Like I said, this is a worldwide thing. This is not a one city thing. This is worldwide. Everybody gangbang this same shit all across the country. So you can please believe that he is definitely in jail with some ops or niggas that think they ops to him or niggas he think is ops to him, however you put it. But at the end of the day, Dirk is a huge target in jail. This is why I tell y'all that you don't want to go there, man. You know, this is just an example of what can happen to you in jail, regardless if this is true or not. This is what can happen to you while you in there. You know what I'm saying? And this goes for anybody. It's just that when you get a big celebrity like that go to jail, yes, more than likely it is going to happen. Why? Because you got them type of gorillas in there that just want to have that reputation that they knocked your ass off. That's what it all come down to. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I'm 70-30 with it. But that 30% is very strong. You know what I'm saying? It can be. It definitely can be. And the sad part is Dirk ain't even made it to prison yet. You know what I'm saying? He get found guilty and he go to prison. He gonna be on the big yard population. He's just in the county jail right now where it's a lot more control. In prison, it's a lot more open. You know what I'm saying? So just to say if this is true and this was happening to him now, what you think gonna happen when he get to prison? It ain't gonna be no pretty picture, man, because it don't do nothing but get worse. It don't get better, it get worse. You know? In the county jail, you got a lot of guys in there fighting for their life. A lot of guys getting out. But when you go to the upper room, to prison, most of them guys in there ain't going nowhere. And especially the level that he'll be going to, he going straight to a level 4, level 5. Them guys in there, they not getting out. So they don't got nothing but time to pick a bone with him. Hopefully this ain't it. But if it is, just know I brought it to you. I brought it to you first. You know what I'm saying? That this is definitely what goes on behind the walls. So before you commit a crime, make sure that you ready for this lifestyle. Because don't nobody care that he is Lil Durk no more now that he's in jail. He is another inmate. Yeah, he still got his name, but don't nobody give a fuck. They gonna go ahead and kick it with him and shit like that. Ask him about his songs, ask him about trips and, traveling the world, things like that. After they get all of that out of him, they gonna get bored with him. And then some shit like this rumor that's being put out there, it usually happens. Because all it takes is that one person that want to knock you off just to have that reputation. You a free man. Stay that way. You got big time influencers in jail right now. They got rumors spread against them. I done told y'all what I heard about R. Kelly. Now we hearing something about Durk. Diddy up next. Now he in there begging for his life. He in the hospital on a knee injury. And he ain't even made it to prison. You know what I'm saying? This is what go on behind them walls, man. And a lot of it is not going to get televised because it's behind the walls. Durk not going to call home and say, hey, look, man, I just got beat the fuck up. The GDs in here fucking me up. They cut my hair out. I'm walking around with patches. I'm looking crazy. Durk ain't going to do that. That's going to tarnish his name. That phone call going to be all over the internet. You think he'd do that? Don't nobody do that. Don't nobody in jail call home and say, I'm in here getting beat the fuck up, seeing help. Don't nobody do that. So don't be looking forward to Durk calling home saying that. Because it ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he going to say, yeah, I had cut my hair because, I got a trial coming up. I want to look presentable, blah, blah, blah. My lawyer said if I do this, it'll look better on me, blah, blah, blah. That'll be more the type of approach he'll come with. You know what I'm saying? Or even so, even if that rumor do get around that they saying that this is true, that this is what happened, Durk might turn around and call home and say, nah, that's a lie. That didn't happen. Just so he don't get his rep ruined. You know what I'm saying? But all along, it can really be going on. It ain't no cameras in there watching well, it is. It actually is. But what's the chances of the police, releasing those videos to the internet? It can happen. But who knows? It might not happen. You know what I'm saying? So the way how I'm going to conclude this is the way how I started it. It's 70-30 with me. 70% of it is cap because these big bloggers haven't came out and said anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's great content for them. They already got millions of people that watch them. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't they put that on the forefront if this is what's really going on with a big time celebrity like him? Again, the 1090 Jakes, the DJ Vlads, the Cam Capones, the No Jumpers, Truth Teller, Trenches News, and there's plenty more. But them six, I could think of right off the head that will drop that shit instantly, especially Trenches News. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trenches. Shout out to Truth Teller. Shout out to all of the bloggers I just named. You know what I'm saying? But Trenches, he be the first one that get it. You feel me? He be the first one to get it. So if he ain't said nothing about it, more than likely it's cap. So that's the 70% that I'm going with is these bigger people that got those type of sources that could find that shit out real quickly and apply it to their page. They haven't said anything. And again, there's no diss to these media. It's just that I haven't seen it nowhere but on his page. And he got 32,000 subs. So he got some type of notoriety out here. He got a buzz going on. So I don't think that he'd be trying to present this, false paperwork to his audience. But then you never know. You know what I'm saying? And for the other 30%, like I said, that 30% is a small percentage compared to 70%. But that 30% can be very accurate and it can be very crucial. And if it is the truth, man, that's the end of Lil Durk. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.